Alright guys, we do have the second match here from the Acer Teamstory Cup 2013 tournament between Team Liquid and Team Quantic. It will be representing Team Quantic, who took a commanding victory in the first game against Liquid Snoot. It will be Team Quantic's Apocalypse. And going up against him, representing Team Liquid, who looks to bring back a 1-1 tie right now. It will be Team Liquid's Liquid Hero. Now, this is a great game for me because I do not get to cast Protoss games very often, as I do enjoy watching Protoss play. It is always a fun game when Protoss play because of all the variations they can come out with. And not only that, but these are some of my favorite pro players here. Apocalypse, one of my favorite Terrans, and Liquid Hero, one of my favorite Protosses. So we will see the supply depot go down here, as the barracks will be coming up as soon as the minerals are available. We will see the one pylon very close to the base here, and the gateway will go down right after in the barracks as soon as the minerals are available. Now, I'm interested to see here whether Apocalypse goes for a similar build to the last one, as he does throw down the refinery before the barracks, right after the barracks has really started. So, it look like me to be a very similar build to the last build he did. We do have the assimilator going up here to get some early gas here, as we do have double gas here from Liquid Hero. So, I'm interested to see. This should be a very tech-heavy game here towards the late game. We do have that refinery completely done, so we should see, as soon as this barracks is done, some Reapers coming out onto the field here. And let's see. Maybe no. Yes, we will see a Reaper coming out on the field here to do a little bit of scouting and maybe some harassment against Hero here. So, a very similar build to the last game he had against Snoot. He was able to completely control that game, really, I believe, throughout the whole thing. But we will see whether he can do the same thing to Hero. Hero was able to probably see that last game and understand what Apocalypse did do in that last game. We do have this SCV spotting this cybernetics core going up, and he will see the double gas going here. So he pretty much scouts absolutely everything at this point. We will have the Reaper coming out on the field here. We will see that the Zealot will be looking around for any type of SCVs or anything that is lingering around behind here. The Mothership Core is out now, so it shouldn't be any problem dealing with this Reaper. This Reaper will be spotted. He will spot pretty much everything at this point. Nothing new has gone up for Hero at this point. The supply depots will go down, the SCV will come back in, and we do have double barracks going behind the barracks out here. We do have a very early stim pack going here, so looking to really get that maneuverability bonus against these zealots here and other sky toss units. So we do have a pylon going up here. So at this point, it's only one gateway here with the warp gate going and the double gas. So we don't know. He could either go for a Stargate right away or maybe a Robo. We do have both players expanding around the same time period here, as I do believe that Apocalypse was able to indeed see that expansion going right here. We do have a Robo going up here, so he was not able to spot this Robo, and we do have two sentries up, so very bit of a defensive style here. Gonna be able to stop anybody trying to get up that ramp there with that Zealot to help defend. We have another gateway going up, so what looks to be maybe shifting into Colossus with Zealots or Stalkers, what it looks like. Probably Stalkers with the Colossus to go with Bio, but that's if Apocalypse goes with a Bio build here. It does look like he will be going with a Bio build here, as he does have double reactors going up and not a factory up quite yet. We do have this supply depot going up with, there probably should be a missile turret going up soon to help fight against that mothership or any type of sky toss forces, as he doesn't know exactly what he's going at this point. He doesn't know what his opponent is. There we go. There's a missile turret going up there, as we do have no gases taken on the expansion quite yet, and a double forge going up here, as the forge will be going for the 1-1 upgrades here, and an observer should be on the way very soon for Hero. Hero does have a pylon up here to deal with any type of expansions across the map here at this third or this point here. So a bit for harassment there for late game, but that's if he can keep Apocalypse down to that late game position, as Apocalypse did win that last game, very, very crushing and very, very commanding game in that last one against Snoot. Didn't look like he was worried at all. He was able to easily transition into that mech build. We do have these Reapers coming across, or we do have these Stalkers coming across the field here and killing off that Reaper. But there will be plenty of Marines here to deal with that. These Marines do stim to catch up with these Stalkers here, and they will kill off one of them, I believe. Yes, they will kill off one of the Stalkers. The other Stalker will get away unscathed here. And yeah, Hero does need to warp in some Stalkers to defend, because that's a good bit of Marines there. And at this point in time, he could do a lot of damage with those Marines here. He is able to move up here. These Stalkers should push back, but I believe that Hero's forces should be enough to take care of that. One nice time warp there should do a good bit of damage. We do have Apocalypse here taking his third here, which will be spotted here. I believe it will be spotted. Yes, it will be spotted indeed by Hero here, as he did have that observer hanging out there, and the Zealots will go to deny that third there, just like I had said. And we do have the Marines here sneaking around. They are checking to see if he does have a third. They do see that he is on 2 bases at this point, which really isn't too big of a problem for a Protoss player. And we do have a bit of a surround here. We do have some nice shields going up here. Very good. Some nice force fields going up there. Gonna trap those Marines there, and they are all gonna die there. A good defensive strategy there by Hero with the photon overcharge on the Nexus, as there will be a defensive barracks here on Apocalypse's natural. So very defensive and a bit of pressing style there by Apocalypse so far. We do have Colossus on the way. The Colossus attack distance is not upgraded, and we do have a lot of gateways on the way. We do, I believe, have 5. Yes, there will be 5 out soon. And the 2-2 is coming up now for Hero. So, and he is also taking that third. So, gonna be a very a good style game here. It is very nice by Hero so far. Hero will move out with this one Colossus, and I don't believe that these Marines will be able to do very much against this Colossus. If they could get around on this Colossus and kill it, that would be very good for them, but I don't think that's gonna matter. They're gonna be able to keep that Colossus alive and clean up most of those Marines there. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that Colossus actually is going to go down there. Wow, a good play there by Apocalypse there, making Hero look a bit weak, a bit vulnerable there. He's going to throw up the orbital on that third there, but that was really the only force that Apocalypse had for military. He is throwing up a lot of racks here, so a very heavy bio game here so far is what it looks like. This barracks, or this factory, hasn't thrown up any units at this point. I will suspect probably maybe Widow Mines, maybe Hellions, or Hellbats. I'm not sure. Probably Widow Mines would be what comes out, but he does get rid of that barracks there. And Hero does have not only this observer, but he also has those Stalkers taking the Zelnaga Watchtower on Apocalypse's side here. He will see Apocalypse's Marine here and move out with those Reapers. And really, it's just, I believe that Hero kind of has control of this game here at this point. He has 7 warp gates out now, so he's going to be able to warp in a lot of units. He does have a second Colossus coming out on the field now, and really, he's going to be able to do a good bit of damage here. If he can move out now, that is a lot of Marauders, though, on the field. So they will do a good bit of damage to these Zealots here. Or, not to the Zealots, but to the Stalkers. and to the Colossus here. We do have some Stalkers moving out here, harassing this third here, as they will throw up a missile turret to spot any type of enemy units, any observers or anything that is going up. They will pull back with those Stalkers using the blink, and this observer will be able to just kind of spot off any of these forces here. He will see this drop gonna happen here. It is a decent sized drop here, but I don't believe it's really gonna be too big of a problem. We are going to see the Templar Archives go up for Hero here, and the Colossus attack distance here. We do have the drop coming in here, as well as the simultaneous attack going up the center here. This drop could do a good bit of damage here to these probes if it's not protected. They will move in here, dropping off the units here. And yeah, they're going to do a good bit of damage to those probes there. Keep all of them off the mineral line here. We'll kill off one of those pylons. A second pylon will go down. And I believe this Colossus will go down as well. Yes, it will. This is a good drop here by Apocalypse. These Zealots just dying as soon as they try and warp in. The Zealots are kind of just standing there. They should be moving in very soon. He does take down the newly built Templar Archives, but they will be picked up here on these medevacs and be shipped off very relaxed. Doing a great mission here, taking down the entire shield of the Nexus, as well as the newly built Templar Archives and 2 of the pylons, and a newly made Colossus. So very good play here by Apocalypse on the drop there. A good harass here by Hero on this third, killing off most of the probes there and keeping them under control. So we do see a very, very scary force here for Apocalypse here. Lots of Marauders, lots of Marines, and some Hellbats as well, and more coming in. As we do see the Templar Archive going up once again here on the natural expansion there, and more gateways going up here. That will be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 gateways / warp gates will be going up now. Another Colossus will be coming out right now. That will be the third Colossus, but I just don't know. I don't know if that's going to be enough to take care of that force. That is a lot of units right here, and Hero sees that force, and he knows it's on the way. He does have Archons coming to deal with those Marines and to deal with those Vikings there. And here they come. The fight is going to happen here. We are going to see those Colossus doing a good bit of damage there. Those force fields splitting the army in half. These Zealots going to be doing a good bit of damage to those Marauders there. The Archons getting in there, doing a good bit of damage there as well. Another Colossus going to come in on the flank. If they could take down these medevacs, it's going to be a huge win there. Can they take them down? They do take down one of the medevacs. 2 medevacs will go down, and 4 Stalkers will warp in here on the main. So a good defense there by Hero, as Hero will move out on a counterattack right after. I don't believe that's the best idea, though, as Apocalypse does have units massing here. But I think that Hero can take this victory, can take this win in the fight here. He does do some damage to that medevac and has Apocalypse really on his last legs here. Three Colossus is a lot of units. Going to be able to do a lot of damage to these units here. As do have the Psionic Storms coming in production here for Hero, as one of the Colossus will go down. They won't, I believe, be able to take another one. Our new replacement is on the way, as it is just cleaning up these units here. They do have a Viking out, though, so the Viking can do a good bit of damage here. They do have no anti-air here for Hero, as I believe eventually all these Colossus will be brought down, and it will end. There we go. That Colossus will be taken down. Plenty of Stalkers coming in. These Stalkers going to blink forward to take out one of the units there. So you do have 2 SCVs kind of hanging out here in the base here. Don't know what they're doing in Hero's base, but they're just kind of hanging out. We do see that Hero is taking the 4th here, so he will be up in economy here. We do see that the main base's orbital is moving out. Probably going to be, yes, moving to take this 4th here as well. So very even on the economy here overall for each player here, on the same amount of bases going for each player. We do see that Apocalypse does scan this new 4th base here, and Hero will move a large force there to prevent any type of drop, as there was going to be a drop on the way there. But there's a good bit of forces. massing up here in the center for Apocalypse, but I just don't think that if Hero can get a force together here, I think he can push a victory here. We do have a Hellbat drop in the main, but it's not going to be too big of a problem. They do take out that medevac and finish up both of those Hellbats, so overall I think that was not very of an effective drop there for Apocalypse, as Hero was easily able to take care of that drop with very small losses. We do see 2 mules gonna fly in here on this 4th base, which has 33 miners on that base, that single base. They're just getting a lot of minerals for Apocalypse. Apocalypse going for that full Marine Marauder play here with the Hellbats, hoping that he can also use the Vikings to take out these Colossus. He only has 1 Colossus with him here, and those Vikings caught out of position there. The Stalker's going to take down 3 of them. If the and a nice place storm there by Hero. These Stalkers will blink out of position. Another good storm there, as great storms going there. These Zealots going to go to work here, and the Stalker's able to do a lot of damage here, but it won't matter. Apocalypse will be able to fend it off here and make the Stalkers push back, as the Colossus was killed at this point. They do have a Colossus back at the base, which they can use to go defend that expansion there. This expansion here, though, going to come under attack by Apocalypse, as Hero does come in from behind on that force there. If he can use these storms to a good will there, he does throw down 2 storms there, 2 decently placed storms. They're going to kill off some units, as I believe these Zealots will be able to come in here and do a good bit of damage to those Marines there, but the Stalkers kind of surrounded here in the center. They do have this Colossus, though, to assist, which will clean up a nice placed storm there as well. Will clean up that army completely. Now, Apocalypse is in a bit of a tough state here. He has really not any type of force, and he is down very heavily on supply here at this point. He is maxed out on depots. He does have the max 200 supply here, but he only is using 80 of this supply. His army is very weak at this point. His army not really going to come out with anything at this point. He only has a 45 army supply. Hero has about double his army supply at this point, and is really going to use those storms, and those storms are going to do a lot of damage against those Marines here. And he is going to move in here. Hero is going to move in here with the attack. A nice placed storm there on those Marines and Marauders. Another nice storm here. Going to do a lot of damage to those units. And here comes Hero. Going to move in with this 2 Colossus, and he's going to go for it all here. He's going to push in. He does have several units coming in. He does have 5 Archons in the battle, and there we go. Apocalypse does throw down the GG right now. A good back and forth seesaw game here for both players, but Hero able to take advantage using those Colossus to eliminate all those Marines there and really come out on top. But really just a great entertaining game here between 2 of my favorite StarCraft 2 players. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It will be now tied 1-1 between Team Quantic and Team Liquid in the Acer Teamstory Cup. Stay tuned for more play after this. Stay tuned for Game 3. I've been War Battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all later.